So, like I was saying when we were waiting for the panelists, that the national pension system is often recommended as an effective retirement solution primarily because of its low cost and flexibility. And this is especially for private employees who might not have other pension options. Uh, but it has seen a fair amount of flexibility. There are new things on the block, and we'll see how it progresses over the years. But the question that I often get asked at Outlook Money is that, should I just invest in NPS and will that be enough for my retirement portfolio overall? So today our panelists are a mix of the NPS industry and the financial planner industry who might be able to give us varying views to be able to help us to make a decision that really works for you. So I'll start from the other end with Ms. Tandon. Suparna, what do you think? Do you think national pension system makes retirement planning accessible to a lot more people? Is that one of the benefits that you would list? And what are the other things that might make it attractive and something that you can fall back on for retirement?
First of all, I wanted to thank Outlook Money for giving me the opportunity to be here. And it's a great privilege to be here with esteemed panelists also. So to answer your question, first of all, I would like to do some context setting. When we talk about NPS, it's a pension product. So what is the context that we should talk about pension? So just a little bit of data that I would like to share. If you know, in India today, 1 out of every 10 citizens is above 60 years of age. If you look at the India Aging Report, this number will become 1 out of 5. That is, 1 out of every 5 Indian citizens by 2047 will be above 60 years of age, which means that the demographic dividend that we are reaping right now is going to change in the next 20, 30 years. There are certain other changes which are happening. For instance, the genderization of old age. If any of you have read the LASI survey, 2018, women tend to live longer as compared to men after 60. So around 2018, you had something like more than 50% of women who were living beyond men. That means about 50% of women above 60 years of age were widowed. For men, it is only 15%. If you look at the data for people above 80 years of age, about 87% of women would be widowed, and that number would be around 30% for men. So there are a lot of demographic changes which are happening already and going to happen, which means that there is a need to take a hard look at ensuring financial security, dignity in your golden years.